total consolidated assets for all state corporations as of June 2019 from the unaudited financial statements of 2018-2019 stood at 5.7 trillion. This is huge money. The assets that are being held by the various agencies and state corporations gathered here amounts to more than 5.7 trillion. That is huge. That is huge. If you ask me, what is the value of our GDP? This is a very important component, percentage of our GDP. So we must value what we have. And state agencies have also been indicated to have a deficit, not a deficit, but a liability of potentially 2.9 billion. You should know that the custodian of all these assets is the Kenyan government. In the financial year 2018-2019, the state agencies, quite a number of them, declared a surplus of 76 billion, which ideally you should have given us a check at the end of the financial year to enable us to undertake our day-to-day operation of governments. But unfortunately, some haven't done. Even the few that did it, we did it actually by putting gun over their head. But we don't want it to be that way. We want it to be a mutually responsible engagement. Total government outstanding loans to state corporation and sagas as at 30 June last year stands at 810 billion. 810 billion. And this is without, we are not discussing about government guarantees or letter of support. 810 is close to 1 trillion of loans, AU, and these are state entities. If we had government guarantees and letters of support, which are legal papers, then the situation could be worse. We want this to come to an end. We will not entertain it. Out of the outstanding 810 billion loan, 118.6 sadly are not serviced. 118.6 billion are loans that institutions, sagas have defaulted and they have stopped paying. That does not mean that the loan is going away. What happens? Will be taken to court, will have been declared bankrupt if you are a private entity. Therefore, you'll be legally barred from holding any public office, and anybody will get access to whatever assets you have, because you are not supposed to have anything. There's no difference with that. That is a scenario that we cannot allow. It's so embarrassing to any government when their own institutions refuse to pay, default on it. And you need to tell us how you are going to wind you up. If there are any that thing, I think between ourselves, our national treasury, this must be cured. And you know, it's so bad, particularly in the water sector and in the sugar sector. In the water sector alone, is about 105 billion of defaulted loans. And the sugar sector about 4 billion. This is public money. You rather postpone an expenditure in the future and handle what worries us now. If you want to expand, you want to have more offices, you want to have more staff, you want to have, just postpone. We'll call the and then start afresh when your balance sheet is healthy, when nobody is really giving you orders the way I'm doing now. We've all been advised, not advised but directed by the head of public service and government, that we've seen situations where sagas take each other to court. Between this Parastatal A and Parastatal B, they have a matter in court. And they are all defending using huge amounts of public resources. Between yourself and this, I'm sure if we had time, we'll have documented, we'll be talking of almost everyone being in court with each other. Is that the game that we want to run? When in a family you are not able to sort out any matter in your house, and you have to get a Supreme Court, because it finally ends up there. The Kenyan practice that we start from a lower level, and it's not complete unless it ends up with the Supreme Court. And all those are layers of expenditure. And those are layers of, whatever engagement. Is that the scenario that you really want to continue doing it? I am not talking to myself, I'm talking to you people. Because I have no court case. And if Treasury has won, Treasury is always maybe defending itself. Treasury has never taken anybody to court. If we are to, I think the amount of pending bills as a result of court awards, we are actually not talking about it, is in trillions. I don't know who remembers the figure. I think the range of 3 trillion. Court awards alone over the last 20 years. So is that really, that's not being serious. If there's a problem, we must look for solution. So we need to agree and agree between ourselves. When are we going to sort out all the court matters between ourselves? We are giving ourselves up to end of this month. 1st of March, if any entity is in court with another entity, particularly the one that decided to take Parastatal B to court, will not go for B. We are going to come for you. We are going to recommend for your suspension, and then anybody else in that office will be at liberty to sort out to engage in arbitration.